everyone. Welcome to this presentation on X39, the product and the movement behind it, where you're going to be learning a bit as we explore about the power of this patch and also brand partnerships. So we're going to talk about what X39 does in your body, what it is, what this patch, this technology really is. We're going to talk about the founder, some about the science and the patents and what you can expect. We're also going to talk about LifeWave, the company, and a little bit about the industry that we're in. And then we'll talk about brand partnerships, just lightly touch on that plan, the different possibilities around that, and of course, the perfect start for you. So whether you're here just to learn about the product and make a decision if you want to get started or not, or if you're here to learn more about the business, we're just going to touch on a little bit on all four things, right? The product, the company, the business, and the industry. So this is going to be a really loaded call. And so thank you for your attention here tonight. My name is Alex Sabatelli-Rager. And a quick disclaimer here, this presentation is for educational and invitational purposes only. I have no intent here to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. And your body's a miracle. So you're going to see how the body can work with the energy that this patch produces in the body. And so it's pretty darn cool what's going to happen. And this team is called the Quantum Team. We work in the quantum realm with the body and also in a way with the business that we have. So welcome to the call. I'm going to share my screen here in just a moment. I want to just quickly share with you a little bit about this idea of the quantum, working with the quantum field. And if you've ever heard of epigenetics before, when we change the environment, then everything starts, the environment around the cell, or the environment around the body, even the environment around us and the way that we think. All of these things directly impact the way that our genes are expressing, and they can cause really great health, and they can also cause ill health. And so what we're going to be talking about is moving the energy flow, changing the energy flow in the body, and what that can do for your brain and for the rest of the body, and how that interacts with your genetics and with the way that you are expressing, and how the body can then really go to work on its own natural, innate, divine ability to heal itself. So it's really exciting stuff. So, and again, the business also in a way is quantum, because we get paid in different ways when we share this product with people. And so it really works in a beautiful way too, that as we help to build team, it can grow exponentially and in ways that's not as linear as you might expect with a traditional type of a business. So it's pretty cool stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now. And first and foremost, the first thing that you're going to see is a little bit about our weekly calendar and what we do on a regular basis. And so you'll see we have calls on Mondays, Wednesdays, and also on Saturdays. We do different training calls to help people get started and move forward in the business. And then we have, of course, this call that we do Mondays and Wednesdays to introduce people to the product, the company, the business, and the industry that we're in. So you can count on this, and you'll see that you can QR code this, save it to your phone, and be able to share it with people that you want to invite to join you. The next slide here is really about how to get plugged in. So we want to make sure that you are in our Facebook team, if you are part of the team, part of our Facebook group, where you're going to learn about what's coming up, celebrations, news, all kinds of good stuff, posts that people, we want you to interact in there. So join that team. Facebook group. Of course, YouTube is where this is being also broadcast right now. Make sure you're part of that. Great place to go and find the next events that you want to share with people and invite them to. And if you go to the playlist section in that YouTube channel, you'll find all the replays from the Monday calls, the Wednesday calls, and the Saturdays as well as all kinds of really great interviews and other information in there. So join that group. Join that YouTube channel. And then the last two here are about the patch, all about the patch itself, startx39.com. I will be talking about that, as well as our team business training site, build331.com, where we really teach you everything from soup to nuts on how to do what we do in getting this product on as many people as possible, because that's what this is about. This product is so incredible, and really you can change every bit of your health as you change the energy flow in your body. As I mentioned, working epigenetically, working in the quantum field, working with your energy is unbelievable what can happen in your body. So we're talking about strength and stamina and so much more that can be that is affected as we change that energy flow. So you're going to learn about that right now. So question is, have you been patched yet? And if not, get back with the person who got you on this call and get yourself patched immediately, because you'll see why. You're going to wish you did this 4 years ago. So have you been patched yet? Let me just talk really quickly about just your body for a moment. I want to talk about cells, because we are going to be really talking at the cellular level, the mitochondria, at the genetic level, the DNA level. And we're talking about stem cells as well, and activating stem cells. And so have you been patched yet really is about elevating, activating, regenerating when you're wearing this patch. We have universal cells and we have differentiated cells in the body, or specialized cells. Those that are specialized are those that have already become different organs, tissues, and structures in the body, right? They've already become your lung cells or your skin cells or your pancreas cells or what have you. And then we have these universal pluripotent stem cells that can become anything in the body. They can proliferate into more specialized cells. They can turn into those, or they can turn into something else. They can rebuild and repair. They are attracted to inflammation so that they can go and heal and do the wound healing and regeneration eventually. They can remodel all kinds of old scars and things. These cells are magical, the stem cells. And unfortunately, they go down as we age. The activity goes down and we stop making them as much as we age as well. And that's really what we need to discuss next here. Why would you even consider wearing a patch that's going to help with this if you don't know why, right? So think about how we age, and we're aging way too fast. Think about just the things that you take every day or the people that you know. And I want you to really think about other people you know, because you're going to learn a lot today about so many things that can change. And so some of the issues may be yours and some of them might be people that you know. Again, so extend out real quickly and maybe even grab a notepad and names that pop in your mind that you think are going to need to hear this information. I really mean it. We want to patch as many people as possible because it's so life-changing. So what happens is as we age, the fewer stem cells that we have. And so if you're taking things like something to help you wake up or something to help you stay energized throughout the day, something to help you fall asleep, something for your pain, something for your brain, perhaps you've got, depression or panic or anxiety or, something dysregulated in the brain, your nervous system, very triggery, angry, things like that. These are also really important. They're part of the brainstem and the nervous system. Perhaps you're taking something for sleep, something for before you work out or after you work out, something that you're putting on your body in order for youth, right? You want to look younger. Maybe you're taking collagen or, there's so many different things and supplements that we're taking. But is the body utilizing the things that you're taking? Is it working, right? Because you can actually work from the causal level, from the energetic quantum level, from the epigenetic level, and affect all of these things. And then see what kind of supplements you might need, or medications, I should say, as well, because people are taking things for pain and inflammation and all kinds of different stuff. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to remove all of those things, but I am saying your body's a miracle and it can do so much when we have reactivated it the way we're going to. So hundreds of millions of people are experiencing these different symptoms of aging. By age 30, only half of our stem cells are actually active. The other half is dormant, which means that that ability to go out, to those, to the places of inflammation or that need healing or regenerating or what have you, they're not doing that. It's just not happening. And likewise, as we're aging, we're not producing the collagen and the elastin, which is literally makes up the whole body. The most abundant proteins in the body are also not being produced, which is why we're aging and sagging and so on as well. So by age 30, we've only got half of these active. And by age 60, we've lost just about all of our stem cell activity. And that's a problem for sure. So how this patch actually works is this little patch, here's what it looks like. I'll tell you what it's about here. There's so much about it. It's really simple. It's like this little sticker, right? It looks like a little Band-Aid. There we go. And you place it on the skin and it has nothing but organic nanocrystals inside of it. It's not actually putting the crystals into your body. It's non-transdermal. It's actually, these crystals are reflecting your body heat in the infrared spectrum from your skin up to the crystals and back down to the skin, and signaling a very specific frequency is basically signaled back to the body. And it tells your body, informs your body at the quantum level to produce a specific tripeptide called GHK copper peptides, GHK and GHK copper peptides. So the first thing that happens is the GHK rises up, it binds with the copper in the body, and it resets thousands of your genes to a younger, healthier state, like that. It's the speed of light. In fact, for 24 to 48 hours, measurable amounts of GHK copper peptides are going up in the body, and they are directly tied to stem cell activity. So they literally go down and up at the same rate. So we were all downregulated with that. Well, are now upregulating and reactivating all of this at a cellular DNA, actually like in the mitochondria level. Unbelievable what's happening there. So again, resets thousands of your genes and reactivates your own body's stem cells. What? So cool. So it's just huge. So this is what I just explained. Your body is just emitting that heat, and it's designed to return that infrared energy back to the skin, signaling it to produce these peptides, which are unique to this patch. Took $4.5 million in 10 years to produce this little thing. So it's no gimmick. This thing, he knew, and you'll learn about our founder, David Schmidt, in a moment. He knew exactly what he was going for and what he wanted the body to produce when he produced these. And it took some time and some dollars to do it. So the science of phototherapy, that's what this is. It's called photobiomodulation. That has been around, the science of it, for over 100 years. But light therapies, phototherapies, these are been used for thousands and thousands of years. Currently, we see things like red light beds and blue lights and lasers and all kinds of other ways of using light. But people are also using other frequencies and sound, and everything's frequency and energy at the smallest quantum level. And so we can really modulate that working in the same arena. It's beautiful. So this phototherapy patch is super simple. And how you wear it is you just place it on the skin. Wear it for 12 hours, take it off, and rest for 12 hours, and then put a fresh one on the next day. Simple as that. You don't have to wear it in these two spots that you'll be instructed to wear it with the packaging. You really can put it anywhere on the body. I just would suggest you don't put it on an open wound, but nearby is fine. It really works anywhere. You want to drink a lot of water when you're taking it, because your body's going to want to release what it doesn't want anymore, because again, everything's going to start acting younger again, and you'll see all the different areas. But being, well hydrated is important. And also the crystalline structure of your DNA is actually made up of water. We're mostly water. So you want to make sure you're getting lots of water, structurized if possible, definitely clean. It's going to be important for your healing processes, because your body's going to want to start doing that naturally. You can wear more than one patch at a time if you want to. In fact, if you're going into surgery, or you've just come out, or you're wounded, or you want to get a jump start, by all means, you can wear more than one patch. Just make sure you wear them at the same time, and then you take them off and break for 12 hours. I usually recommend that you wear it that you piggyback it on a habit, so you remember to use it every day, because it really only works when you wear it. So maybe put it near your toothbrush or something like that. Other two things, if you find you're too energized by it in the beginning, you can wear it for less time. So you maybe just take half the backing off, wear it for less time, take the backing off for the next day, wear it a little bit longer, and titrate your way up to 12 hours on, 12 hours off. I just say put it on in the morning, take it off, and then take it off at night, and then put a fresh one on in the morning. Some people go straight into healing. They might get a little bit sleepy or tired. That's okay too. You can wear it at night instead. You'll probably find after a couple of weeks, though, that you'll flip it and you'll find that that's a bit more energizing, and you can wear it in the day at that point. So it's very flexible to be able to get yourself into a regular habit wearing it regularly. So I mentioned these tripeptides, the GHK and the GHK copper peptides. This is clinically proven to provide the body with those. And that is what brings us to a level of youth that you're just not used to. It's amazing. And this patented form of phototherapy elevates these peptides, which are known to decline with age, again, directly tied to these stem cells. And that's what this is really designed for. And I want you to think also, when you think of phototherapy, it's like when you go outside and you're in the sunshine, your body is signaled to produce vitamin D and many other things, by the way, but vitamin D being really vital, something we need. But would we ever be outside in the sun all day long and all night long? If the sun were out all the time, we would still need to take that break. So it's the same idea of just working with the natural rhythms of light that we wear it in this way. But it's the same kind of technology in a way, that the body is being signaled by the light of the sun. It's beautiful. So what's going to happen? Now let's talk about what this is going to do in your body. The immediate effect within those first 24 to 48 hours is you're going to notice, well, you may not notice it, but you might, an elevation in antioxidants, particularly glutathione, which is our master antioxidant, which helps to release the toxins from the cells to be released through our normal elimination systems. And this is absolutely why you want to be drinking lots of water and make sure you're getting some good rest, because if you are toxic, you may take note that that's going to start, those normal processes are going to release that. So that's important to know, but also decrease in inflammation. Now, most people have systemic inflammation, and they have inflammation in the brain as well, which affects us from the nervous system standpoint. So you might have acute inflammation. So if you have acute inflammation and those stem cells are attracted to go there first, beautiful, then you might notice reductions in pain right away, or some other things happening there. But if it's systemic, we don't know how it's going to show up for you. So you may or may not feel it immediately. Everybody's body breaks down in its own way, according to your own lifestyle, the way you think, your genetics, what you eat, what you drink. All of those things take into account the way your body has developed and how it's breaking down. So it's such a unique journey for each person. You might notice it right away. You might be a one patch wonder. About 10% of people notice it right away. And it might take a full month for you to start noticing some changes. But we have a beautiful tracking form that you'll learn about. You can download on that startx39.com website that I'll show you in a moment. That form has a whole list of these different things I'm about to go through. So you can really rate how you feel when you start at 1 week, at 2 weeks, at 3 weeks. So you might notice things that you would have expected that are going to happen in your body, that you might be expecting it to go straight to that pain or to that thing, but it's actually working on these other things first. The intelligence of your body is going to dictate how you heal and how you feel this, how you heal and how you feel. So let's talk about some of the main things that you can expect, however. If not immediately, then over time. More energy. Using these patches daily leads to an increase in cellular energy, which you might notice right away. And this is something that's going to give you a nice, even energy throughout the day, eliminating the need for, as much caffeine or something in the morning or in the afternoon, maybe even less of the things pre-workout, because you have the cellular energy to be able to do these things. You might notice that also right away in an alertness as well. Better sleep. This is very, very common. People report that their sleep is deeper and longer, more dreaming. So you're reaching that real deep recovery sleep. Amazing for sleep. Again, something else you may not have to take something for. Dramatic pain relief. Oh my gosh, we've heard miraculous, amazing things around pain. Again, at any rate of time, it might take some time for your body to hit that up, but it might be right away as well. So be excited about what this can do for a reduction in pain. Wrinkle reduction, love this, right? That's just a direct response. This is the largest organ in the body, is the skin, and it's a window to what's happening inside. It's like a mirror. And so obviously, if you're drinking enough water, that's going to help. But we're looking at collagen, right? Collagen decreases as we age. And this is, again, the most abundant protein in the body. And people are taking collagen, they're doing everything to get more collagen and elastin in the body. Well, it decreases the appearance of lines and wrinkles when you wear this patch, especially around 4 to 12 weeks. You'll start to really notice this because it increases this collagen from the cellular level. Your body's producing it. It's like the ingredients are already in your body, but it's not working well enough to be able to utilize them to manufacture this collagen. And now your body will have much better access to being able to do that by itself. Incredible. Take a picture of your face, by the way, when you get started, your face from the front, both sides, and the neck, any scars that you have as well, because you will definitely want to notice, you're going to wish that you had. You're going to notice a change over time, and you're going to want to have those before and afters. It's really fun. Sports performance, I mentioned this before, being able to show up and work out really, strongly, and also that flexibility and so on. The performance really, really increases, especially as we're older, we notice, because we've really broken down even more, but also the recovery after exercise as well. So whether you're lifting weights or you're playing pickleball or you're going just for walks or you're hardcore, you definitely want to pay attention to the difference in your performance and recovery time and how you feel. Less pain over a couple of days and things like that. Scar reduction, I already mentioned the wrinkle reduction. The scar reduction, what will happen over time is actually the reduction of scars internally, externally. Again, this is called this last phase of wound healing is scar reduction. It's called remodeling. And that's a phenomenon I never expected. And I noticed all of these things, by the way, all of these things. I wasn't expecting any of these things, but all of these things have been improved in my own life. It's amazing. And so pay attention to the scars and how they may change and soften and lighten and go into that last phases of healing. And I mean internal, like scars, big ropey scars, and from surgeries and injuries and things as well. It's pretty cool. Wound healing, I mentioned this briefly. We're talking 3 times faster wound healing. This is what stem cells are all about. They are attracted to wounds and they want to repair, rebuild, and regenerate those. And so that's something that's clinically proven, as these stem cells are elevating the production of what are called growth factors. And when I talk about the industry a little bit, I'm going to talk about these growth factors and why people are doing these therapies in order to try to heal their bodies. It's for these growth factors that are coming from stem cells that we are, again, repairing, rebuilding, and regenerating. And so wound healing is a huge, factor in that. So 3 times faster there. Definitely want to be using it for anything healing wise. Youth renewal and age reversal have to do with that resetting of the genes. And we are really looking at different parameters. You'll see on startx39.com the research. You want to dive into that research if you're geeky like I am and learn about what's actually happening there, because when the DNA is reset like that, the genes are reset in your DNA. I mean, it literally can affect your heart rate variability, your I can't remember. Like, I want to say it's like 6 months younger, 6 years younger after 6 months. I don't know. It's on the website, but it literally, the biomarkers of aging, you actually reverse them over time when you're using this. It's incredible what happens in terms of age reversal and youth renewal. So a few other things that you might notice, of course, all kinds of different conditions, depends on your body and how your healing is happening, but we see some incredible things. We can't make direct claims because it's your body that's doing the healing, but it's just so exciting to see things that have just been really frustrating and difficult to take care of suddenly are starting to work themselves out in your own healing process. We also notice hair growth, hair regrowth, especially after this pandemic where people have lost so much hair right around 3 weeks. Now, not everybody has this because there are certain genes that you do need to have in order for the hair regrowth. But I'd say about most people, the vast majority of people will notice a whole new halo of hair starting to grow right around 3 weeks and beyond. This happened for me too. I didn't even realize I was even thinning. Incredible, incredible. And also I've noticed, well, maybe this would be a testimony, but you want to look at the color of the hair too, because in some cases that youth renewal may even change not only the density, but also the color of your hair. So super exciting. Oh, and let me just say this too, as I have this screen up. What this does for your nervous system and your brain is incredible, and we have lots of research about it too. It helps with the right and left hemisphere, basically the synchronization and the ability for the communication to happen. It like rebalances the left and right brain, the hemispheres of the brain, which is just amazing. What it does for the autonomic nervous system, it helps to bring them into balance, the parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system into balance. Your body can't heal when you're in fight or flight mode, and most people are constantly in constant chronic stress. And so how can you heal when you're in chronic stress? Well, when this is actually helping bring that into balance, it's helping to facilitate that ability to heal. It also changes your relationships, less triggers. There's more space to be able to respond instead of react to people when that is in better balance. It's incredible what this can do for your mood, for elevating different neurochemistry, just like the GABA goes up and the serotonin, the melatonin, everything's come back into a balance, which is why we're sleeping better and waking properly and having more energy. But your cognition, it's just memory, recall, so many things that can happen with what this does for the brain. And the studies are really, really amazing. So take a peek at some of that. And also know that even heart rate variability is improved and also brain heart coherence in general. That is just beautiful because we want to be living more heart-centered anyways, right? Less in the dual mind. It just brings a lot of these into a nice balance. So you can learn about all of this stuff and so much more on startx39.com. This is your resource to dive into everything about this product and dive into the research about GHK copper peptides if you want to, right? You can also just watch a couple videos if you want. You don't even have to go here. But if you want to share this with those people that are hopefully on your list right now, this is where you want to send them and then get back with the person who invited you on this call to help get them started. So let's talk about our founder and a little bit about the company, and then I'll dive into the industry a bit. So this is our founder, David Schmidt. He's a CEO, founder. He's just an amazing, incredible man. He's an inventor. He has over 130 patents on his products. This man has cracked the code on regeneration. I tell you what, fascinating. He's a two-time recipient of the Advanced Technology Award from the International Hall of Fame, and he is just an amazing man to be at the helm of this ship, and the things that he's coming up with moving forward in this company are just absolutely just amazing. The company is about 20 years old, so definitely in the right place with the right man at the helm. He made a bunch of other patches prior to this, but this is the granddaddy of them all. This really covers, this is like the gold standard, if you will, and this is really all that we start people on because the other ones are great, but this is just, the latest technology. And the company has grown from 20 million to 320 million since this came out 4 years ago. So that, and also that growth, another thing to really look for if you're considering joining in, is that we've had even in this past summer, 30% growth jump in just a 1 month period. We're worldwide, we're in over 75 countries at this point, and that means that this product really, really, really stands on its own legs. And that's really important also, something to consider if you are looking at a business opportunity, because you want to be in the right company that's got longevity and who is on an upward trajectory. And I'll tell you what, this company is going straight up right now because of the product. We are product led. And so it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And the timing is just incredible. The patented technology itself, this is patented for 20 years. So I think we have 16 more years. Nobody can touch this. And it's really like no other product out there. And that's, again, this is to help you to consider, like, would I want to partner with this company? Because most companies are doing similar things. I mean, you see some crazy inventions these days on, on social media and stuff, but most of the things are about weight loss, skincare, supplements, hair care, things like that, which are great, but not only does this do a lot of these things for you, but we're just not in competition with other companies. We're really in a class by ourselves. It's a technology company, really, in reality, even though we work in health. We're just in class all by ourselves. And with a one product focus, it's also another thing to really consider in terms of the ease of sharing something that can make such a difference in people's lives. And then also to be not in any competition with Me Too products. You don't have to change your diet. You don't have to swallow anything. Nobody wants to take any more supplements and pills, right? We want to get rid of them. And hopefully you'll be able to also, again, some of them when you're using this. So the potential of this is the industry, little conversation here. The industry is huge, right? The biologic stem cell regeneration industry. These therapies are becoming more popular worldwide. People are realizing the importance of healthy stem cells, specialized growth factors in the body for healing, for regenerating. And this industry is absolutely exploding. The whole industry itself, 200 million expected to hit 30 billion. And we are right on the wave with it. What I love about this is that we don't need to extract blood or stem cells from bone marrow, from adipose tissue, from umbilical cords or amniotic fluids, or pulling blood out of your body and then spinning it for platelet-rich plasma to get growth factors. All of these therapies are trying to get the growth factors so that they can re-inject them in the body. Some people will put them into their scalp to grow hair, into their face to build more collagen, elastin, and for youth. They're putting them into joints and places where they have inflammation or need healing. And they can be very effective, but they can also not be very effective. It depends on the source and the donor and the quality of the blood that you're pulling out of your body. So, and they're very expensive therapies. They can be upwards of thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Some of these therapies are being done illegally in the United States. They're not legal in the United States. You have to go somewhere else. Not knocking that they can be very effective, just saying we're playing in that industry. And if you're going to use any of those therapies, get on this patch first, at least for 3 months before you, or at least a month before you draw blood from your own body and spin it to get growth factors, because you're going to have way more growth factors and your stem cells are actually going to be active. So it can work really in conjunction, or just for the price of a cup of coffee and some patience, you could probably heal most of these things, or your body can, and not even have to do something like this. But, it's a great industry to be in. The timing is amazing. So now you've learned a bit about the product and how incredible it is and what the body can do with it, a little bit about the company and our founder, the patents, the industry that we're in. And so my question would be, hey, is this a time for you to maybe make a move? So looking at the world right now, right, and the breakdown of things, and even the way that fewer people really want to work a 9 to 5 or, a daily grind type of a job, this might be a way to supplement that, or even overtake that, or even just pay for your products, right? Even if you aren't interested in doing, a new thing, just sharing with a few people here and there because it makes sense and it's hard not to. I promise you, once you start feeling this product, it's hard not to. What you'll notice is just naturally wanting to share with other people. It's really a good time to consider, well, maybe making a little bit extra could be really cool. Or maybe you have the mind, like I did, to just go for it. Like, this makes sense. I want as many people as possible. I want to help people. I want everybody to get healthy, to really to take this somewhere. And that's really what I did. And so, you can make it your whole living if you want. So this might be a time for you. The possibilities really are endless. If you have a heart of service and you want to help other people, that's an abundant mindset. And that is really where we want to invite you to take a peek at this. What would be most important to you is unique to you. So you want to have a conversation with the person who invited you, or with their sponsor, or with their sponsor, or somebody who's been in the business for a while, to really explore, what would this mean for you? It could be time, freedom, security, travel, less debt. Again, just paying for your products. So paying for your healthcare products. I'm paying for your healthcare all around, things like that. It's really wonderful. And even engaging some of your family in with it too. I have 2 daughters that they've been using this product with me for 3.5, 4 years now. And they're like really starting to step in and wanting to do this because they've been out in the workforce and the cost of living has gone up so much. And they're like, I kind of like this passive income idea. This is really kind of cool. And they watch me and they're getting pretty excited about it. It's fun. So everything that we do, we built with this team, quantum team, again, quantum field. This team, we really have everything in terms of all the training that you would need to be able to do this. So this team is the largest team in the company. It's the fastest growing in the company, and really joined right when this patch came out and has just hit the globe with it. And so everything that we've done and that's been done, Onyx Cole is at the helm of this ship. She put into this training. And so you'll find everything you need to know, much more in depth about the marketing plan, about the business, and so on in this site here. It's called build331.com, and step by step how to do what we do. And of course, we have all kinds of live calls and different trainings, like I mentioned before, to really support you should you decide to do this a little bit or a lot. We have no expectations at all. You don't have to do anything. We just want you to know that there's the opportunity, even if you come in with just a wholesale account to save some money, that you can always start sharing when things start to get real exciting for you, when you have those results for yourself, or if you just catch the vision. So let's talk about how to get started and what's the best way for you. There's a few different ways to get started. You could pay full price and get a whole sleeve, which is a month's supply. It comes in this beautiful packaging, and inside it is a 30-day supply. And that for just a retail for a 1-month try is $149.95. Super affordable. That you can do. You can also come in with a preferred customer account and just get it auto shipped to your house every month and save 33%, which is nice. You do have to pay shipping every month, and that does come with an auto ship. We're, at least 3 months. And you can continue that on. There's a few options in that program. So that's 2 different ways that you can get started without becoming a wholesale or brand partner. If you decide you want to get steeper discounts and join as a wholesale brand partner, it's the same kind of an account, but basically you can have the intention that really is what changes it. It's an optional build. So you can come in with a wholesale account and just get some savings. We have 3 different options on that. Well, actually, any of these are options for brand partnership or for wholesale. But those 3 options are a starter kit of the starter package of 3 months supply. Wholesale, you're saving 33%. So you're getting 3 for the price of 2 retail. And that is called our silver pack. So you save shipping on that one, and you get the packs for $99.95 per. So that's a really great deal to get started. We encourage that if you start with that level, that you go ahead and consider sharing with your spouse or a family member or 2, maybe with a friend. I love to just grab a few people and all do it together so we can watch how it's affecting all of us at the same time. I didn't really expect any specific changes. I felt pretty healthy, so I wasn't really waiting for like my own testimony. I saw the science, and I just knew that it was something I was going to share with everyone. So I came in with a larger pack. But just so you know, once you do experience this product, especially with other people, and you're set up with that with the silver, you'll probably want to jump up to the next level and at least get paid some more. And that's what that next level is, and that's the gold level, and that's where you can get 5 packs. Again, for $99.95 each, but they give you a bonus pack of one of our other products, which is really nice. So you do get a little steeper savings on that, and then you really are set up to be able to pull in a few friends or share with your partner or what have you, or somebody else in the house, or a mother or grandparent, somebody like that. Some of those people you were thinking about. And so that's the 5-pack. And then for a serious business builder, or somebody who has a network of people that you've done a business like this before, or maybe you're an influencer, and you want to have lots on stock, or you also have perhaps a storefront, or like you're a professional like a chiropractor, an acupuncturist, or a hairstylist, where you have people coming in all the time. When you get this bigger kit, you'll have 19 sleeves. You get the steepest discount, and so you're only paying about $84 a sleeve, and you're also set up to be qualified to earn the highest commission rates for 3 months, and you don't have to have an auto ship for 3 months to maintain qualification, which you'll learn about in just a moment. So it's a really, really great way to come in if you have that vision. You can also always upgrade. You could come in at silver, just try it out for a little bit, kick the tires, and then suddenly you realize, oh, I got a vision for this, as you learn more and more about it and about the company. And you might say, okay, now I'm ready, and you can upgrade up to whatever level that you're comfortable with, but you can always upgrade to this Serious Business Builder plan, the Diamond Kit. And that Diamond Kit, when you do activate that, or when you purchase that, from the moment you start, you've got 3 months that you'll be qualified to earn the highest commissions, and you can earn $500 for each Diamond Kit that you bring in for those 3 months on the way up to our one of our levels that you'll always be paid that much. So you can earn your entire investment with just 3 people coming in with you at that Diamond Kit level. So again, if you're a business builder and you have a network and you come in at that Diamond level, not only are you have enough to sample, to sell, and to use at the lowest price possible, but you have 3 months now to bring in as many diamonds as you want to and earn 500 for each one, which is pretty darn cool. So you can make your entire investment back and then some. And that's if you have that mindset to do that, or you have that network to do that. It's pretty amazing. So that's how you can get started, get back with the person who invited you. Again, we invite you to come in with whatever is comfortable and whatever works for you, and you can always upgrade as you move forward. Let me talk just a little bit briefly now about the compensation plan. And this will kind of round out this whole presentation for you. So the compensation plan, we get paid many different ways. Of course, if somebody is buying retail, or if they're buying as a preferred customer, you get a commission for that. So if there's a retail profit that would be involved with it, or basically a little commission for those, or a retail profit basically for preferred customers or retail. So that's one way. It's linear. Another linear way that we get paid is if we bring in a brand partner as a wholesale or a brand partner. We get paid what's called a product introduction bonus. So depending on which kit they buy, the 3 kit, the silver, the gold, or the platinum, we get paid a product introduction bonus. Again, if we come in at the diamond level, that product introduction bonus can go up. So that's the linear way we get paid. We sell something, we get paid something. The leveraged way that we get paid is what this is about here. This is our compensation plan. We build 2 teams in this organization. It's called a binary system, and we get paid this leveraged pay on what are called points. And these points are basically every product that we sell. We don't get paid for bringing people in. We only get paid for product that's being sold. That's what we do. We don't have to house it, ship it, do any of the money collection. We don't have to do any manufacturing. Like the whole business is done for us. We just share and help sell the product. That's what we do. And so each product that is sold has points, a point value to it, whether it's in just an individual product or a kit. The points are then collected in your left team points and your right team points, these little virtual buckets, I call them. And so as you bring team members in, or different, wholesale / brand partners in to your organization on your right team and on your left team, the points from the products that are bought and sold, or that are sold, will collect in these 2 different buckets. And as those teams grow and the points grow, once a certain ratio, 2/3, 1/3 ratio is hit of 330 points, 660 points, if you need to know that. Don't worry, all this is in build331.com. But once those hit a certain ratio, it'll kick out what's called a cycle bonus. And so these cycle bonuses that get kicked out can keep adding up and adding up as the teams are growing and as products are selling. And those cycle bonuses are maxed out at $25,000 per week. This is the second way we get paid, up to $25,000 per week in cycle bonuses. That's amazing. Like, talk about a living, right? And so how do we unlock that? That's where we need to be qualifying our business, which just means that we need to have an auto ship. So if you're coming in at the silver level, you want to at least have one of these coming every month in order to start collecting in the buckets. And one of these coming every month will keep those buckets from emptying out, basically. And even if you're not sure if you're going to share and you just want to, save a little bit of money, you still want to consider doing that, because you might change your mind as you start having amazing results and talking with other people, even just sending referrals to your sponsor. And suddenly you have these teams are starting to form, because this is why it's growing so fast. The product works so well, it just kind of organically can really happen. And so staying qualified will keep these buckets filling and filling and filling. And that's why I'm going to talk about that in the last slide coming up after this. So that's basically kind of how that second way that we get paid works. There are, of course, some structure when you come in and so on, but I won't go into any of that detail here because it'll just blow your hair back. It's too much information right now. But just know 2 teams, and we want to have a couple people on those teams to kind of really jumpstart and get things moving. And if you want to get paid more than $50 a week in this part of the way the plan works, then you are going to want to be at least at that gold level and having at least 2 of these sleeves coming each month, and then bringing some team in, and that's going to unlock to where you can start earning a lot more money. The third way that we get paid, or this is the legacy pay. So we've done the linear, we've done the leveraged, and this is what I call the legacy pay. This is where, when you're making those bonuses from that leveraged pay, from the cycle bonuses, from the buckets, when you're earning that and you sponsor people, directly, and those people that you're sponsoring are also making those bonuses, you are getting what's called a cycle match bonus. So if they're cycling and they're making those bonuses, you can earn 25% on those people you directly sponsor, that on their cycles, on that bonus that they're making. And then the people that they've sponsored directly to them, you can earn 20% on theirs if they're cycling. And then the third level down, 20% on those. I've never seen such a lucrative marketing plan in my life. It's amazing. There's a little bit of qualification here. I will not go into those details, but it's very, very simple, especially those first two levels, getting paid as a manager and cycling yourself a little bit. It just is incredible. And this is that legacy pay that this is unlimited. So over longer periods of time, as the team matures and grows and people are cycling more and more and more, this is where you can unlock really, really, really very lucrative income, very lucrative. So again, just want to reiterate the importance of being on a monthly subscription. If you have any vision at all, and certainly if you think, if you're willing to just, I'll bet you, if you even are just coming in wholesale to save a little bit, you're going to want to consider getting yourself on a subscription to start collecting those points. No money is left on the table that way, and you don't have to keep it. You can always adjust, your subscription. But if you do come in at that silver, that one sleeve subscription is really great to keep those points, and the two sleeve subscription is important if you go to that gold level or above and you want to start unlocking more money, more than $50 a week. So that's what this importance is of being on an auto ship. And of course, you don't want your genes to turn back off again, right? You want to stay healthy. So giving it a good 3 months and then really continuing after that is when you're going to realize that, do you know what else your body can do? It can actually produce more stem cells. It's incredible. Your body can actually revert skin cells back into more pluripotent stem cells as needed. That happens over a little more time, a little bit more than 3 months is when that really starts kicking in. So you can generate even more of that youth. It's incredible. So you're going to want to stay on the product anyway. So get on a subscription. I highly encourage it. So that's the basics. All right. We've covered, again, the product, the company, the industry, a little bit about the compensation plan. I invite you to come in at whatever is comfortable for you. Give it a go. And you can always upgrade. We have no expectations. We're not forceful. So nothing to worry about there. It's just a heart-led company with an incredible product that makes such a difference. And they have really put the trust in marketing this and getting this out to the world in the hands of the customer. And what does that mean? The product works. Because you're not going to sell something you don't believe in. And it works that well that the company is just on this huge upward trajectory. It's just absolutely amazing what's happening. So I really want to, again, invite you to join in if you would like to. Here's, again, these last two slides. If you want to get plugged into the team, if you're new on the team, make sure that you take a screenshot of this and join in. Maybe take a screenshot anyways to share with people that you might be sharing with so that they can easily find information about the product and business and some of the YouTubes, the things that are coming up. And then again, here is our schedule for the week: Monday calls, Wednesday calls, and our Saturday business building call as well. And I think that's pretty much where we're going to end this call tonight. I hope that that was everything that you need to make an informed decision for yourself. There's lots more information, of course, but I do encourage you to get yourself patched. All right. And to join us in this mission and in this movement. It's really, really changing lives. Thank you so much.